Hi, Samantha. Hello. Hi, Samantha. Hello.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Samantha Uncut, where I discuss celebrity news, hot topics, reality TV, and so much more. All commentary is alleged and in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Hey, everyone. I hope you all are having an amazing morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. I know it's been a while and I've been away, but I am back. I've been dealing with some personal issues and just overall, just a lot of stuff going on. But I am back and I just wanted to talk about this Tamar Braxton situation real quick. For those of you who are not aware, Tamar Braxton posted on her social media platform or Instagram today that she was found in a pool of blood from a friend. And I'm very much confused about this, so I just want to discuss it a little bit. Before we get into that, y'all know what to do. Make sure that you like, comment, and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to follow me on my social media platform at Samantha Uncut on Instagram and Samantha.uncut on TikTok. So Tamar Braxton, for those of you who are not aware, I don't think that there's anyone who's not aware who Tamar Braxton is. She is the sister of Toni Braxton. She stars in Braxton Family Values that was aired on WeTV. And I just wanted to get in a little bit of a background based on Tamar Braxton's past behavior as before I get into what was posted on her social media a few hours ago. So Tamar Braxton, she in the past in 2020, she had an event where she allegedly, well, it's not allegedly, she did speak about attempting to commit suicide. Y'all know, if you put an S before the word, that's what I'm talking about. She talked about her toxic lifestyle. She talked about how, the show was putting her in a headspace where she didn't recognize herself. She didn't want to be a mom. And she subsequently, had, an alleged overdose in a hotel where her then fiance David had found her passed out on the floor, and she was rushed to the hospital. I'm not sure if you guys remember that, but she had spoken about her mental health before. She also was on Taraji P. Henson's podcast. I'll try to find the link and put the links in my description bar down below where you guys can take a look at the podcast, because she did discuss her parenting and how her mental state was back then when that situation happened, and how her relationship was going downhill and all of that, and why she ended up doing what she did. So this post from earlier makes me wonder, is this a cry for help from Tamar, or is it a situation where she is really going through something and it is a real crisis? Because at this point I'm and I don't, how do I say this? I am starting to believe that Tamar is coming off as that girl who cries wolf. And this is why I'm saying this. So Tamar can be seen in this video with Funky Dineva and a friend. She is seeming to be partying. She seemed to have attended this restaurant opening in Atlanta with Funky Dineva, and they seem to be having a grand, wonderful time. So based on the message that Tamar posted today, which I'm going to get into, I'm just wondering what friend what friend found her, what situation were they involved in at the time after this event. This event seemed to have happened back Sunday. So I'm just wondering, what were they into at that time where she doesn't remember anything? She woke up and just what was her mental state at that time? I'm just having a lot of questions, because in this video, she seemed to be, in good spirits. She's having fun. She's dancing, and she's having a grand old time with her friends. So, I mean, what's going on? So she posted this in her stories. Thank you, God, for waking me up today. And this is just a really general post. Everyone always posts about thanking God for waking them up and just being grateful for a new day. And this is Tuesday. So, no one is really taking anything serious about that or thinking anything serious had happened or anything like that. So when Tamar then posted this message, she said, I struggled to write this, but everyone keeps calling me, and honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak. I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with my face injury. As the days go by, the worse it is. I fractured my nose, lost some teeth and mobility. The way I look at life now is totally different. As my health is on the mend, my mental journey begins. Pray for me for real. I don't even know what happened to me. Now, this has the blogs and everyone very much worried about Tamar, very much concerned, because, this is just reading that, it's very alarming to say that you were found in a pool of blood from your friend. That sounds so serious. That sounds so traumatic. That sounds like someone literally was murdered and you were found in a pool of blood. So where did all that blood come from? And to say that you almost died on Sunday, and now this is Tuesday, and this is the first time we're hearing about this. We haven't heard any reports of any ambulance, anyone being checked into a hospital. We haven't heard any of that. And you're saying that you also fractured your nose, you lost some teeth, and your mobility is like not there. So what could have happened on Sunday for her to get into this state where she doesn't remember what happened to her? She's fractured her nose, and there has been no reports of this. Like, what happened after that event that she attended with Funky and the other individuals that she was with? What is going on? And for me, that post seems so serious that the way that it's being taken lightly by her, I don't understand. Because if you were to look on her Instagram, she then posted a clip promoting the show that she's on instead of talking about really what happened to her. It's just not making sense to me. And right after that message, she posted this about being a Proverbs 31 woman. And if you know about Proverbs 31, it talks about a woman who honors God by seeking him in everything that she does. And she puts her trust in him wholeheartedly with her entire life. She is like a personification of wisdom, who shows that there's wisdom in everything. She literally looks like wisdom in her action and all that she does. And she basically prepare or call people to fear the Lord. And with Tamar's actions, not only present but also in the past, that does not to me, that does not represent someone who is a Proverbs 31 woman. Even though that woman is not perfect in her action, it's still not something that I would expect her to post after such a traumatic post about her almost losing her life. It's just, certain things are just not adding up for me. And again, I'm just questioning, is this another cry for help from Tamar? Is she seeking attention from this? Like, what is really going on? And I know I spoke earlier about her appearing on the Taraji P. Henson podcast, and I'm just gonna read an article that I found from E! News, and this article was published back in 2020, December of 2020, when the incident happened where she overdosed over the summer. So on the Taraji P. Henson podcast, the show was called Peace of Mind with Taraji, and the episode was aired on December 21st, where Tamar opened up about her mental journey, and she was hospitalized in July of 2020, and after being found unconscious by her partner at the time, who was David Adefiso. I think that's his last name. And she was at the Ritz-Carlton residence in Los Angeles, and she was later transferred to a mental facility. So in that interview where she did with Taraji, she said that she felt choked because it was no escape. She said that she didn't see another way out. She wanted to DIE. Everything was going wrong for her. And she explained that some of the aspects of her life that she felt weren't going right is like she had no relationship with her family. She was estranged from her sisters, including her mother, and that her relationship with her fiance at the time was out of control. So she saw no signs of nothing. So if you guys have watched the Braxton Family Values, you see that her relationship with her sisters and her mom is strained based on the fact that Tamar's actions sometimes is a little bit much for her sisters to handle, and she is basically trying to push them away. Like, her behavior pushes them away, and they have dealt with her behavior for such a long time that they are just like, no more, and they're putting their foot down with her. She doesn't like it. And of course there are other circumstances that are happening in business, and she was married to Vince, who was once the manager for Tamar, not for Tamar, for Tony Braxton. There's a whole issue with that, the relationship between her, Vince, and Tony, how that unfolded, and just her being, from what I saw on the show, Tamar was unbelievable. I know that they've started filming the new season. I haven't watched the new season, but based on the earlier season that I watched when she was with Vince at the time, and I also watched Tamar and Vince, their spin-off show, Tamar was a lot. And I can understand how the relationship may have broken down between her sisters, because when you watch it, you just see the dynamic between her and her sisters and how they have just had it with her. And I know that recently Tracy had passed away. So there's a lot that could be going on with Tamar, but at the same time, I still have to call a spade a spade. Tamar is someone who does seek attention, and she will say the most outlandish thing to be in the blogs, and that's just my opinion. And she has been in the blogs a lot recently, where she was on the Nene Leakes show, where she discussed Candy, and it's just a whole lot of drama that surrounds Tamar. And I don't know if this one
is just a cry for help from her, but it's just seemed like it's a lot. And if this is something serious, then I would hope that her family would step in and try to help her. But I don't know. I have my reservations when it comes to this, and I know that is like so bad to say, but I do have my reservations for good reasons, and I want better for her, and I want her to kind of grow up, because I still feel like she hasn't grown up. And yeah, that's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think. And I do want to say for the record, if something really bad happened to Tamar after being out with Funky Dineva and these other individuals that she was with, and they know more information, they need to speak up, because this is a serious matter, especially being that she was found in a pool of blood and she lost teeth. Like, that is not something that just happened to a normal person. Even with like you drinking, yeah, you might fall and you might hit your head or something, but like, listen, there's just something not adding up with this story for me. I need more information. And not only that, I just feel like there's something off about this whole situation, and I'm not blaming Tamar. If something bad did happen to her, I would never do that, but at the same time, I have my reservations because of Tamar's past behavior and the situation that she has been in, where she has expressed that, you know, she's done things that is a cry for help. So again, I'm not blaming her. I want more information, and I would like to know the individuals that were with her. What happened? Why are they not speaking up? Why are they not saying something? Because again, this is a serious matter. And that's just my opinion.
Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share, and I'll see you guys in my next video.